Hi Aries, welcome back. So Aries, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so the roles can be reversed. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. And it could be in regards to any relationship in your life, intimate, family, friend, you name it. All right? So keep an open mind, and let's go ahead and get started. When I was doing the guided meditation for Aries, the collective energy, I got just one lyric from a song. I got the power. And then as I was sitting in the meditation, it was like I kept seeing acrobats, like acrobatic people who have very like powerful energy physically, but I also saw like people like Ringling Circus Brothers, that type of stuff. And I'm certainly not saying some of you are in the circus, although maybe, but I doubt it. But I'm saying like it was this very powerhouse energy that they were giving me. So, and I feel like they also gave me wake up, like that, like somebody bonking someone on the head, like wake up. So I think that Spirit's wanting you to kind of wake up to your own power, or you may recently have done that, and you'd be doing that during this time period. But it's like, you know, even if physical endurance is not your strength, you have a lot of strengths as an Aries, okay? Aries have a very powerful energy, no matter the size of your body, but they keep giving me words like power and endurance and strength, and using those to your advantage, using that to kind of fuel the momentum forward here. Now, as I was getting cards out, you had the 7th house of relationships pop out. So for a lot of you, obviously this is going to be in regards to an intimate relationship. It doesn't have to be. It could be any relationship in your life. This is highlighting for you partners and companionship, best friends, marriage, relationships. It's about sharing. It's about justice. It's about social awareness, okay? Some of you might be having power struggles within a connection, and or you could be paired with someone that is just as much of a powerhouse, so to speak, as you, alpha. And I got that in your last reading, that some of you were kind of in a situation like that. But let's get into it and see, Aries, with the tarot cards. Your overall energy, interestingly enough, is the Queen of Cups. So this is very sensitive, you know, very emotional, very empathic energy here. Some of you, despite what you show the world, you're just a very sensitive person. And I actually find that a lot of Aries are very sensitive. But it might be coming out more so over these next few weeks than in general. This is also a highly intuitive card, you know. Pay attention to your emotions, to your intuitive hits during this time frame, especially as it comes to this person here. This person is sitting in the 2 of Cups, so this could be someone you feel very closely tied with, or they you. Usually this is my soulmate card. Of course, we have many soulmates in our life, but this person's, you know, in their life right now, what is most on their mind is partnerships, relationships, love. So you certainly could be emotionally connecting with this person at this time, especially if you're in a connection like that with them. But that's kind of where their focus is at and what they're looking at right now. So let's go into the recent past, Aries, and see what led up to this. And we'll start there, and then we'll go into your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, and hopes and most likely future outcomes. I'm still getting that song in my head. I've got the power. The old song. Recent past energy, the Ace of Emotions. Five of Emotions. Ooh, Queen of Swords. I heard heart on sleeve. I feel like Aries, you are not wanting to wear your heart on your sleeve, okay? So as sensitive as I feel you can be as an Aries, as fiery as you are, I feel like there's been this part of you that's kind of wanted to emotionally detach a little bit, like not be so giving or generous with it. Because maybe you got burned in the past when you've worn your heart on your sleeve before or acted impulsively within love. So I feel like there's a sense of like holding back or detaching a little bit, before you give all of yourself to someone, because there's been some regrets in love in the past and in past decisions, whether that's on your part or the person you're connecting to. So it's a bit of like caution, not throwing caution to the wind, because you might have just gotten so enraptured, with relationships and love in the past, and maybe there were some things that did not work out there. And so it's like, almost kind of looking at relationships right now. I don't want to say in a negative way, but you're wanting to be more logical about it than come straight up from a place of emotion, which there needs to be a fine balance, right, between the two. And this card of relating is all about balance. It's Libra energy for some of you. And finding like that fine balance between not expecting someone to take advantage of you simply because you've experienced that in the past, but using the knowledge of what you've experienced in the past to pay attention to your intuition. So when you see red flags, you don't ignore them, So it's like, take what you've learned, use that sensitivity that you've developed, that intuition that you've developed over time, Aries, and let that help you, let that empower you, as opposed to disempower you and make you suspicious and expect the worst, because you're always getting what you're focused upon and what you're expecting. So what are you expecting, right? Listen to your internal dialogue when it comes to that in relationships. But I get a sense of wanting to be smarter about it, right? Wanting to be smarter about this. So let's see what this person's energy is in the recent past. Page of Cups. Ooh, sorry, my hair keeps getting caught in the cards. Get out of there. So I got, there's a sense of naivety. I feel like it's on this person's side, but it could be yours. I'm not going to keep that. That was the Empress, but I'll keep it at the bottom of the deck. Like this person may open themselves up as well before they really understand like the responsibility or the obligations. You know what I'm saying? Like this person might be very lighthearted or free-spirited, or at least that's how they've been in the past. But then like when things got heavy, when things got hard, they're out, or they don't have the coping skills maybe to be able to take care of that burden. And so they evade or they escape or they, detach themselves. And it's like, they are gaining some sort of insight into that during this time period. But I feel like that's kind of the way they handled things in the past. It's almost like seeing relationships through rose-colored glasses and then it becoming work or maybe even burdensome, and then that commitment to making them want to flee the scene, or run for the hills. And it's kind of in the way that they're viewing it. They feel like relationships should always be very light and fun and not work, which I'm in agreement with. That relationships should flow together, meaning there is always a little struggle and a little compromise, but it should not be constant conflict, constant struggle. That could mean that you're trying to make a square fit into a circle, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this person's kind of went to the way extreme with it, at least in the past, where it was like they wouldn't tolerate anything that felt like it may burden them, or maybe not willing to compromise at all, just wanting things to be very free flowing, free spirited, and then fleeing when it got too tough, or prematurely leaving relationships, okay, whether that was with you or other people in their life. It doesn't even have to be intimate partners, just friendships even, or work situations. Like when it gets too hard, when it gets too tough, like this person wanting to just kind of, you know, flee the scene. That's the word they keep giving me. So let's see what your perception is of this person, Aries, and keep in mind that perception is your truth, but it may not be their truth. Funny thing about perception. So we'll start there. How are you seeing this connection? The 8 of materials, the 10 of materials. It's all connected, right? I think you see that. You know, here you are in the past energy, not wanting to wear your heart on your sleeve, and this person has a past history of being too free with their heart, you know, and yet both are kind of wanting to detach from that. So in a way, you're a perfect law of attraction match for each other, simply because you are seeing relationships in a same or similar fashion. At least in the past, that's how it has been. Let's see what's in the now. So 8 of materials, 10 of materials, 9 of voices, Knight of materials. So Aries, you know, there's a part of you that wants to dedicate yourself to yourself, but also wants to feel connected with this person. You know, I feel like you get into this mind frame, Aries, where if you don't see immediate progress, you might put things to a halt. And Spirit's really wanting you to give it some time, okay, to develop naturally on its own. I feel like you're wanting to also dedicate some time maybe to your family or your home during this time frame. That's kind of a side note. And there might be some stressors going on within the career aspect, money, home aspect. That's just a side note. But it's somehow impacting this connection as well, you know, kind of slowing down the progress here. But I feel like when you see this person, you see it as someone that you've either dedicated time to or want to dedicate time to, someone that you feel like you could have a very good sense of connection with or a foundation with. Some of you do have already a committed relationship with this person. But, you know, it brings an element of stress here. And I think what's stressing you out the most right now is like the pace at which things are happening. Maybe it's a little bit slower than you like, Aries, but at the same time, it's going a bit slower because you're not fully giving yourself, because you're trying to be smart about things, you know, or other things may have your attention, like I said, in other areas of your life. So I feel Spirit's wanting to say it is going at the most appropriate pace for what you're ready for right now. And wanting you to be okay with that, okay? So let's see this person's perception here of the connection. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Wands. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Give me one more. Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. I got 2 more. So Aries, this person, yeah, has a little bit of trouble with equal give and take. I think just in, you know, it could just be within this relationship, but it could be in just in general. You know, this person could have some impulsive tendencies, but it always gets in their way. Like they always end up regretting it. You know what I'm saying? Like they may stop giving to situations that they started investing in and then get distracted elsewhere, and then they never finish what they start. For some, that could be, like I said, in regards to this relationship or just in life or career in general. But it's like this person's in this space where they're feeling a bit out of sorts, okay? So they have an attraction to you. If this is intimate, they may want intimacy with you, have inspiration within the connection, but there's an imbalance between the give and the take here. And this person, they have a tendency to see the worst in themselves, okay? So they might have a lot of fear-based thinking going on when it pertains to relationships in general, but then wanting to see things move forward, wanting commitment or some sort of opportunity here, wanting to go towards that anyways. So again, it's like this person may have a history of ignoring red flags. as well, and it's kind of getting them in a bind, but it's because they either overcommit or undercommit, and they need to find a better balance within themselves. So let's see how you're genuinely feeling underneath it all, Aries. So that was perception. Now we're going to go into the depth, emotion, your ethereal self. Aries. Four of Voices. Queen of Inspiration. The Emperor. Well, that's you. This is nice. Good. So you take it one day at a time, Aries. That's the best you can do. Oh, I did not mean to get those. The Empress, the Star. Keep this one. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Heck yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Aries. This is taking time for yourself. Allowing things to come naturally. All right? Feeling good about yourself emotionally. Knowing your worth. Being your own boss, powerhouse, empowerment. Your energy has been so good the past few readings. Knowing that you hold all of the answers within you. You do not need someone for outside validation for that. You know who you are. You stand on your own 2 feet. And having maybe wish fulfillment come in because of that. Healing coming in emotionally. But this is bright. They're giving me the song to Light Bright. You know, the old school kids toy, light, bright, bright, light. You're a bright, shining light. It's just radiating off of you. This is beautiful. Aries. I don't mean to be extra, but you can appreciate that. So it's like in the past, kind of a darker energy because you've been burned in the past, I feel, or there's a sense of like kind of being a bit detached here, and then opening yourself up a little bit. And yeah, things are going maybe at a slower pace than you would prefer, but it's the exact pace that you need is what Spirit is saying. It's like, because you're a bright light, like literally this is shining energy. This is emotionally feeling at peace. This is emotionally feeling confidence and inspiration, feeling like I said, that you're powerful and that you hold the key to your own happiness. And that is the most empowering place to be in. When you know for a fact at the end of the day, Aries, that you're going to be happy no matter what. That's true freedom. That's true freedom. When you break those codependencies. All right. So let's see what this person's genuine emotions are underneath it all. Oh my gosh, they have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Both of you are seeking emotional fulfillment. Okay. So this person has the Moon, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Empress. Beautiful. You had the Empress and the Queen of Wands in your emotional space. So this person's holding you in their heart, Aries. They might have a lot of deep emotion towards you. They may see you as, I heard entrepreneur. I don't know if you're that, but someone who's very lucky. They keep giving me words like lucky and creative and happy, and where they see that potential within you. It's like this person also, they just see you as someone that they really would like to have a fun time with, that they would like to celebrate life with. For some of you, that they want a relationship, marriage, or you may already be in a commitment. This person sees the softer parts of you, and I did see that you're going into like a softer energy here. They're wanting to see things develop, okay? And this person doesn't see, in the past they may have had issues with, evading the scene or leaving situations, maybe in this situation, like way too early and not giving it enough time. But I feel like in the now energy, this person, as it pertains to relationships, is is getting better with, you know, allowing things to naturally develop and wanting things emotionally that make them feel good, that have the potential to develop into something more, but also gives them a sense of fun and passion and depth. This person is looking for more depth within relationships, or the relationship between you and they. So let's see what the hopes are here. Ooh, we're at 3. The Chariot, the 8 of Inspiration, the 10 of Inspiration. So you're hoping that things kind of come easy, that you don't have to struggle or work so hard, okay? And it's funny because both of you have felt in the past that maybe relationships were a struggle, or maybe the dynamic between you and this person in the past was a struggle. And it's like, Aries, it's not that you're not willing to put in the work, because I feel you're willing to put in the work, okay? You're willing to see things through, but you want more of an ease within relationships or within yourself. It's like, I don't mind doing the work if it's equal, if there is development or continued movement and growth within it, right? And I actually feel that this person is feeling the same, at least in the current energy. What is their hope? Yeah, they want to let go of loss, regret. They may have been feeling emotionally drained, you know, in the recent past. Like things got really heavy and they just kind of wanted to escape it. I get like some escapist vibes. That could be how this person copes. Maybe they don't physically leave a situation, but maybe they mentally check out when they're feeling a certain kind of way, you know, and needing to release that unhealthy coping mechanism. So let's look at most likely future outcome. Now keep in mind that the most likely future outcome is based on your free will. So you are in the driver's seat. You can change the outcome, but I'll give you a snapshot here. What can Aries expect? 9 of Emotions. Six of Voices. Ooh, Temperance. 7 of Materials. Dang, you got some beautiful energy here, Aries. It kind of started off a little rocky, a little iffy, but this is really nice. This is emotional satisfaction, you know, moving forward, but not in such a detached way as you've done in the past. Investing time and energy into yourself, into your life, feeling more freedom, feeling more independence, having that sense of satisfaction of knowing that, you know, you have the ability to create your own happiness, okay? And I think I got a same or similar message in the last reading, so for a lot of you, this is a continuation of that one. But there's satisfaction here. Things playing out for you, playing out into your hand, into your favor, okay? And it's creating a greater sense of independence and a greater sense of freedom here. So let's see what this person's most likely future outcome is. The Emperor. So you're showing up yet again over here on their side. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, 6 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. So this person, they have some insecurities around relationships, okay? And you know, it could be that they've had people flee the scene on them, that maybe they were very open-hearted in the past, and had people kind of walk out on them. And that could be why they are so quick to be the one to do that to someone else, because they don't like how it felt to be on the other side of that. It's interesting how we cope in relationships based on our experiences. But I just get a certain amount of insecurity within this person, or how they're perceiving things, and going into the future energy. Because here, you know, they want to be in control, Aries. They may want to control you or the situation, but feel like they don't have the ability to do that. Or some of them feel like, you know, you've left them out on to be alone or in the cold, and some of you are doing really, really well, and this person maybe isn't doing so well, and it's just like hard for them to maybe see you succeed. Because I feel like if that's the case, there's some regret around not putting enough time and energy into you, Aries, but like kind of taking it for what it is and moving forward anyways. But I just feel like they kind of sabotage themselves almost, if that was the case. But for others of you, it's like the sense of this person feeling a bit disempowered, you know, within themselves, and needing to pay attention to that and invest some more time into valuing themselves and being secure on their own and finding their own happy space, so that they're not depending on you to provide that for them. This person's a little reluctant to kind of move forward or move on here, but they are getting in this space where they're coming to like acceptance that they need to move past something. And it's hard to tell what they're moving past. For some of you, it's you. And I feel if that's the case, if this is like an over and done relationship, you're doing actually very well. And this person is, I'm not going to say they're not doing well, but they're not in that same space quite yet. For others of you that are still intertwined within this connection, it's just like you might be a very bright light for this person, you know, or they want to be on that same level here, but they have some struggles that they need to work on, and they hide it. They hide some things that are going on deeper emotionally with them, but yet they want to see things grow and develop here. But it's like they've got to grow and develop within in order to see the evidence of growth and development in the relationships outside of them first. And they're being guided in that direction here. So let's get some guidance then and see, Aries, what your guidance is in this situation. Traveling. Completion. Wow. So this card speaks about being open-minded, not closing yourself off, empowering yourself. Like I saw at the beginning of the reading, there was like someone doing acrobats and stuff. I'm not saying you're going to do acrobats, but physically move your body. You know, the more immersed you can be in the earth in your life, the better your energy gets. This person has been guided to completion. Very interesting card. This is speaking of, you know, looking within for the completion, because every one of us is born whole, meaning we are whole just within ourselves. Relationships are meant to come in and complement and let us have some sociability and bouncing off tools, but a relationship is not to complete you. Because you're whole all on your own, and this person needs to find the missing puzzle piece as to why they don't feel that way about themselves, why they feel they need another to complete their life so that they can be happy, and Spirit really guiding them to say that completion is available to you with or without, but once you find that within, you will absolutely find it outside of you as well. So deep message for this person here. Aries, I'm going to leave it there. Oh my gosh. Great reading. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I'll tell you the ones I'm seeing. I have another Aries, possibly Taurus, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces again, Taurus again, Sagittarius again, Cancer, Aquarius. Scorpio, Libra. And there's Capricorn here. So, not really so much about the zodiac sign as the reading. If the reading resonated, please do let me know down in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do go live there and talk about just my life in general. So if you're interested, you can find me there, Tarot Time with Dana. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you could do so also, linked below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. It's always appreciated, but never expected. If you like my style, you can get it for yourself. avasophiaco.com is my sister's online boutique. You can help support online small businesses. And so give it a look-sees. Either way, I'm wishing you the very best, Aries. Till next time, my friends.